I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, in the limit, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Indicators for my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma stand up.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there to get us started. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
12. Middle.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. Ebron's got it. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. In his own end zone, it's Bortles. And he is going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Bortles. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A run by Mack to start the drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. Fournette fighting through, and he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now Love, a quick hitter complete. It's Grant. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Luck now on second down. Running over the middle by Grant. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Love. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the gun on third down, Love. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Sunday.
Now Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Green 80. I'll go. 11B.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Punch right. Green 80.
Throwing is Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They're looking for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. To throw is Bortles, eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Escaping the pressure. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Yeah, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 42 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Flushed out right. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They begin the drive with a grab with Mack. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 50, it's Long. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But, you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to maneuver. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 92 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 12. Here's Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Matt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. To throw on 2nd down is Love. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Luck now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They snap it to Luck. Trying to lay one up deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Spread right, 772.
Now a play fake. Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey. 5, 622. To right.
Off of play action. Luck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Luck looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
12.
Throwing again is Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. To the air again, Luck. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Go.
On 1st down, it's Locke. Going for the deep ball. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This will be from 56 yards out. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Margus Hunt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build in the momentum of that play. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Malik Jackson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Fournette. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing on first down is Bortles, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Set. 380.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
380. 380.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, Bortles escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Bortles again. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Now, here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go. Monday. 11-3.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Ebron caught left side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 22. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a carry from Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, it's Locke. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Luck on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that and falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And some room to roam now. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Green 80. Green 80. 372. Lucy.
Bortles to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's got some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll go on the ground. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Middle. 12.
44's the mic.
Throwing his line. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Barry Church. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Fournette, a first down carry. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here's Bortles to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Luck. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Room here to run. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Hey, collar. Got four down.
Throwing on third down. Luck. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Luck on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Desperation time for Luck on 4th and 1. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A handoff to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what God say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. So from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all. So don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch, back, shrink back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what God say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you at the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands.